Happy Playtime Chapter 4 has just released and oh boy is it good. Huggy Wuggy is back and we got to see...
Oh, let's go! That's class!
Well, at least he got to scare us. But something that was revealed in Chapter 4 was Ollie being the prototype all along. He lied to us during Chapter 3. This really confuses me. All of this answered in this video, along with why didn't the prototype kill us then, there and then? Why is he collecting the bodies of past opponents? And what the hell does this line mean?
It'll make me part of it!
However, I have a feeling that this reveal of Ollie being the prototype isn't what it seems.
Conversation. All right. Hey, Theodore?
We've got eyes on 1170. He's heading south along the utility vehicle.
Our God! I possess the power of Troy. Go ahead.
Do you feel anything?
There's a secret inside you, 1006. Valuable beyond all measure. I cut and prod and burn at it. And I get closer with each session.
To start off this theory with the reason the prototype stole the bodies of the main villains who hunted us among the 3 chapters. And every single theorist, I swear, has said the same thing. And that is the prototype has been adding the toys to himself to make him an even more formidable opponent to us. I just don't think this is the case. The prototype has already shown us the power gap between him and the villainous toys we have been facing through the past 3 chapters. It's useless for him to merge them to him, but what about this line from Mommy?
It'll make me part of it!
Well, I can genuinely prove that this line has been heavily taken out of proportion, as we can see the arm the prototype took from her on Catnap's shrine. So we can deduce the real reason the prototype collected these villains is the reason we see Huggy Wuggy return after 3 chapters. The prototype is fixing these experiments. You ask for more proof? Okay. This scene from chapter 3 really pisses me off. We have just shot and defeated Catnap. The prototype comes in as Catnap has his arms spreading in respect to his idol and then stabbed through his mouth. The real reason this scene pisses me off is because how out of context every single theorist, and I mean all, has taken this scene out of, because we keep forgetting who Catnap used to be. Catnap was Theodore Gramble, yet an imaginary friend who wasn't so imaginary. Oh yeah, and he was the prototype. Skipping most of the lore, we get to the part where Theodore uses the green grab pack and then electrocutes himself, giving the prototype the opportunity to escape. Yet he returns Theodore to the scientists, knowing he would possibly never have an opportunity like this again. You're telling me 1006 would give up the opportunity to escape just to kill Theodore himself? No. The fate Mommy was scared of was the fate Catnap embraced. The prototype isn't eating these experiments, isn't merging these experiments to himself. He is rebuilding them, which is why Catnap embraced it, as he wanted to continue serving 1006, and Mommy hated it as she wanted to die. The same he did with Huggy. Oh yeah, I need to prove that. Next part to the
Happy Playtime theory.
Well, it's great to know once Chapter 5 begins somewhere in 2032, when we forget how the controls work, we will again be hunted through the halls of the labs by a blue Bendy. But how is he even alive? Well, a theory I agree with actually explains how he was collected by the prototype and fixed up. But the prototype definitely did a rough job fixing up Huggy Wuggy. But at least he brought him back to life. So what's to say experiments like Catnap and Mommy can't be fixed as well? As yes, we saw her arm on Catnap's shrine, but her head is still with the prototype. So probably with the help of the doctor, 1006 fixed these creatures to come back and hunt us down. Now this is the part of the theory that gets kinda sad. I want to focus more on Ollie's voice, who is actually revealed to be the prototype in this latest chapter. But just listen to how 1006 talks to us in this scene.
Stop that. You don't need to pretend anymore.
Poppy, you don't need to play at being stronger than you are.
You can
Come home.
Yes, there was.
But that was a very long time ago.
I'm going to
Find you your collaborators. The few you have left, they will be dealt with.
So who did he sound like? Well, he has a variety of voices he is using. A voice like Stella Graver and Harley Sawyer, a voice like Catnap, Poppy, Mommy, and a lot of emphasis on Eddie Ritterman's voice. So we can see that the prototype likes to imitate voices from past experiments and people he has met in the past. So, whose voice is Ollie's? Well, it's a very straightforward answer. It's Theodore Gramble. Talking to Poppy before the Hour of Joy wasn't the prototype. Two completely separate people. It was the real Ollie, aka Theodore. Let me actually focus more on this. This means that before the Hour of Joy, Poppy was talking to Theodore, and after he helped the prototype almost escape, he was then turned into Catnap and lost some of his speech.
I'm nothing now, Ollie. No one. I'm a thing. And nothing they can do to me hurts more than that.
You're not nothing to me. You're Poppy. And talking with you like this?
This is what I mean. In this tape, the real Ollie wasn't the prototype. Instead, this was Theodore, which can explain why the prototype uses a childlike voice. But Poppy and the prototype hate each other. My explanation to this is 1006 and Poppy in the latest chapter are implied to have worked together in the past before the Hour of Joy. Look at how he talks to her. We can clearly see the prototype and Poppy must have had a dispute before leaving the factory or staying after the Hour of Joy, which explains what the prototype meant by there was an Ollie that existed before but just a long time ago, which shows 1006 did not kill Ollie. Instead, he took the voice of Theodore Gramble, who is Ollie, as he knew he could easily influence and gain Poppy's trust, as Theodore Gramble and Poppy already had an established relationship before he became Catnap. Let's now use real-world facts to show how the prototype uses mind tricks to influence Poppy by pretending to be Ollie. A tactic the prototype uses is not just fear in the scene, but also betrayal. And Poppy's tone during the scene is a mix of cowardice and fear. Damn! And the most tragic thing about Ollie is the fact 1006 used the relationship Poppy and Theodore had together and actually super cleverly pinned it against Poppy, which is why she ran away. And get this, Poppy confirms that Elliot Ludwig was actually her father. Look at how she talks. This implies she's still a kid when she was turned into this toy, which can mean she went to play care with her father Elliot. And where did Elliot Ludwig like to spend a lot of his time at? Play care. This means Poppy, who was in human form at the time, met Theodore where they could have become friends. But then Elliot allegedly had a dead child stuffed into a bag in his home. Obviously the orphans were not informed of this, but then Poppy could have gone missing, where she was experimented on and became Poppy. The perfect experiment, which is why up to the Hour of Joy she was basically tortured every day as they tried to figure out what made her so perfect. And then the events that carried on turned Ollie from Theodore, who contacted Poppy, to 1006 impersonating his voice and gaining intel on her. Now we must discuss what experiments are coming back for chapter 5. Well, let's look at something that really pissed me off this chapter. My main man, Pianosaurus. Why would the creators make a whole trailer for him, give him a big place in the RNG, then hype him up with a theme song just to play with our hearts and kill him immediately? Well, it's obvious. Mob aren't stupid. They can be, but they're not that stupid. They wouldn't advertise a character this much just to kill him off in seconds. I have a feeling that the prototype will refix Pianosaurus and make him a giant dinosaur. I hope, at least. That'd be really cool if they made him a giant dinosaur. That would actually be really cool. Like with the fight. Same with the Doctor. As soon as we kill him, something weird happens. He speaks even though we have destroyed his vital organs. This literally can't be possible for the Doctor to speak if he wasn't just sleeping. And listen to the tone of the Doctor.
Now what's this? Do I feel something squirming its way beneath my skin? So, you do understand. Good, good. Come now. Let's see which of us beasts of burden destiny favors. You saved.
Completely calm consistently through our interaction throughout the game. It's almost like he knew this was going to be the result. The Doctor is the person who ruled over Playtime for years and was an opponent that was needed. He figured out how to make these bigger bodies. You're telling me he didn't have a backup plan? He is as smart, if not smarter, than the prototype. My reasoning to why he wasn't in control and the real big bad in the whole Poppy Playtime franchise is because he was trapped in a machine while 1006 controlled if he was alive or dead. So we can expect him to make a return, hopefully in chapter 5. Now Yarnaby, this is a hard one since he literally burned up. I don't expect him to come back, but possibly, I hope. I'm not sure. The ones that will definitely come back though are 100% going to be Catnap and Mommy Longlegs. The way they acted when they were taken implies they are being fixed, especially Catnap. When Catnap got electrocuted, it was almost like history repeating itself. Again, the prototype will save him as he saved him before. But this time, as the scientist did, he will now rebuild him to a more powerful, yet weaker opponent, kind of like how we see Huggy now. And there we go. That is my theory for the next chapter 5 antagonist. All the toys will return as a grand finale for the Poppy Playtime series, and then after they'll probably make a Poppy Playtime Dark Revival and a movie. And then by 2089 will be on Poppy Playtime Security Breach. Wait, those sound familiar. I really hope you enjoyed the theory. Please do drop a like and subscribe to support the channel. Also, before in other videos, I used to screenshot all my comments and put them on display in the video as a shout out, but then it doesn't really feel rewarding to the viewer, I don't think, since everyone gets a shout out. So now I'll take one funny comment, another good comment that I like, and shout both of you out. So today's shout out is going to be Boatboy399 and Jeremy Finch 42. So you both are the winner shoutouts. Thank you for supporting the channel and commenting. If you're watching this right now, hope you are. Just know I really appreciate your comment, and you can be the next shoutout too.